Hi guys, hope you are very well. I'm very excited about this video. Yesterday I started a live charting basically series. I just wanted to do that, and it was a high time frame live charting to see what's the BTC direction and what are the potential swing trades to be had. Um, Today I'm gonna go through the Ethereum basically Ethereum chart, and I'm gonna give you the process that I do basically to uh, find my setups and to trade them. Obviously, this video is just educational purpose for made for educational purposes only. If you use this information, you have to do it on your own responsibility. There is no financial advice here. Do your own research. uh, yeah, trade with low amount of money if you are new, or just do the paper trading, and you are responsible for your own trading. This is just an educational video. I'm going to do live charting and see what are my thoughts on the Ethereum price. So obviously, my actually my process on charting altcoins are very different than how I do Bitcoin chart. On Bitcoin, I basically rely a lot on the volumes uh, combined with the high time frame levels, all the other tools on Binance. Basically on BTC, I focus more on the high time frame levels and general strong levels. I don't go into so much like details and those things. And the other thing is that, as you see, I have Ethereum Bitcoin basically chart here. I trade ETC, basically ETH BT. Sorry, I trade ETH USDT. But for me to trade this, I need to chart ETH BTC on a spot price first, and then know the direction of BTC and what's likely to go is going to happen on Bitcoin, because it affects Ethereum price directly. Um, and then I will basically do my analysis at the end on the Ethereum USD pair. Um, yeah, Ethereum USD pair on the Bybit chart, which I really like and I trade. I'll put my Bybit, if you haven't signed up into Bybit, because Bybit has a high volume. It's a really good exchange. I will put my also affiliate links down there if you like to use it. Yeah, if not, just trade it everywhere you want. So let's start with the Ethereum BTC. I will start with the high time frame levels. I will mark out my monthly levels like always. So here we have a monthly level. We have another monthly level down here. We have other monthly levels here. We have another one up here. Let's just do that as well. Very close. And obviously you have another one on top and another one below this level. So I will mark these 4 on the monthly level. Why I'm not doing it for the rest? Because these are so far away. So if we want to reach that level, we have to go up like 78% and like 100% almost on the other one, which on a BTC pair is actually a lot. So it means that ETH should outperform BTC by 100%, which currently is a bit unrealistic. Of course it can happen. And to the downside, it's 55% almost the range that we are going to cover, which I think is good enough for having a lot of trades. We had a blast through this monthly level, but if it comes back, can offer some good basically support. So I will mark this one as well. Let's go to the weekly time frame. As you see, this monthly is aligning with another weekly, so it's a very strong level. Obviously it can go through this like the other monthly, but yeah, you generally will think that these levels will be respected. So we have this one, and we have a weekly level here. I will mark it down. So we had this blast through. It might be a bit less basically respected, but nevertheless it's still a useful level. I will check this monthly again. We have this monthly, we have this weekly. For me I have to keep one of them because they are I will keep the weekly here because it aligns with the 618. It's obviously a better trade to have. Yeah, I'm not going to trade these charts, just for my information. I will trade, as I said, on the USD on Bybit. So we have 2 monthly level on top, we have a weekly level in the middle that the price is currently above that. Let's go into the daily chart. You see we had a massive uptrend. After this we had a down, up, down. So it seems like we are in a range here. It's not officially like it is a range because we haven't broken this, so it's not a trending move until we basically go under this low. Then the market will be a trending market, but now we are simply in a range above here. Okay, so it might go like that, so it's just, and it can stay like that for some time before it goes up or it comes down. But we are above this weekly level for now, above 61 sat. Yeah, and then I think it's likely to, we can go as long as we are above this weekly level, it can go and go higher and even hit this monthly. Okay, it's possible. Of course, if we lose this, then I will yeah, today it's actually very important day. If we close here, we get a daily close in the next yeah, 3-4 hours, and yeah, we stay above here. It's likely to go above that, but I want to actually see that on a weekly scale because this is a weekly level. So if we get a close above this weekly level, then I will basically be more bullish for this rise up to the other 2 monthlies. But today is Tuesday, so obviously it's a lot left till the weekend, so a lot of things might happen. It can fake out and go back down and come back to this weekly. Everything is possible, so we can just have an eye on this one for now. This is simply what I wanted to see here. Of course, we can go slightly more technical and see what happened with our FIB. Basically, FIB speed fans. Let's put back the other levels. So was disrespected. We have a 618 here. Okay, so we are out of this pitchfork. I don't think it's very useful at the moment. Actually, we hit the midpoint of this pitchfork on a shift. Yeah, on a shift mode, and then we got it slightly rejected. So I think it's very important for us to claim this maybe. Let's go to the other mode and this one. I don't use it on that mode a lot. It's very interesting because you have here rejection, you have here this is small rejection, you have another rejection, and then you hit it again. So we obviously need to kind of reclaim this. I will keep this one for now. So let's just make this more organized. I will use our high time frame. We have that, and let's see what fibs do we have. Yeah, this monthly level is a strong level. So obviously this is a good place to short. No financial advice, but you have a monthly level on top of a 618 and 66, the golden ratio. Yeah, it can offer a good short, and then if you look at it this way, let's just do that. This can be a downward sloping channel. So you see it can't even line up perfectly with this one, so we can hit this. We can, but it should do it quite quickly. If we want to reach here in the next 4 to 5 days, we should hit this, and it's a 20% rise. It's nothing impossible. It's obviously possible, but it's gonna be a big rise, 20% rise. So yeah, I know that this is possible. Okay, so with that knowledge, obviously if we lose this, then the whole thing is gonna be kind of invalid. If we lose this and we start trading here without again claim, because you can lose this level. You can lose this level just then for it to come back up again and reclaim it. So if it loses this level, it shows basically it's a sign of weakness. It might come back to the other weekly level, and this channel might simply be invalidated, or it might come to this area. Obviously I have to see what kind of supports you might have down here. I haven't quite checked it, but if we do that, we can again take our fibs from this low to around this high. Yeah, we have quite some good supports down here as well. So it can be a channel as possible, likely if it goes up or down both ways, but you have to see if it can keep trading here and shows the strength is not just a couple of days thing. If Bitcoin also starts to rise around 40k area or even higher, then we can reach this monthly level as well. So it's a good opportunity overall. Now we have enough ideas, so I will just simply organize this a bit. So we have 2 Fips, and we have a parallel channel, a pitchfork, and high time frame levels. So that's simply it for me. What I want to see, if I want to trade this, I don't want to right now, but for me this is a good rise, so it can offer you a risk to reward ratio of, let's see how much. So you can have a long position if we again come back to this weekly and you see a good basically volume supporting that level. You have to obviously check in the you have to check how's the volume, how's the open interest, if there's enough people buying at around this weekly, you're not losing the weekly, you can obviously buy again, and your stop loss can be below this, slightly below, and then you aim for, it's a wide stop loss, it's pretty wide stop loss. If for me, if I want to take this, if I see we lose this weekly and then we are trading here, I will close my long before it even hits the stop loss. But again, if it again reclaims, then I will enter again. It is possible here that it just does that and then it goes up. And then you have this level which can be your take profit for the top of the channel. You can slightly have it reduced, and then you can look forward to the other thing. So you have the point of control as well, so it's very important if you reclaim this point of control. So yeah, if you reclaim this point of control, you can have, like obviously here you have a volume zone, and then you have another volume zone slightly below this 618, and you have this value area high of the range here. So for me, like losing this value area low, you can simply see the lower end of the channel, and if you reclaim this point of control and close above this, it's a good chance you can go higher. I'm not sure if I want to actually trade it from here, maybe slightly higher, maybe above this daily level. If you reclaim this small daily level, I'm not sure if you see it here. Again, apologies for the lower resolution. If you bear with me, I will basically increase the video quality over time, but right now we have to do we have to keep it on a 720p. I will go with this one. So if we can close above here, you see there is no even 4-hour close above this. You need some volume. It's not about just a 4-hour close. You need some proper volume to support this. If we see how's the volume, you see the volume is declining by rise, so I will be a bit more careful to long this. But if we reclaim this daily, then it's a valid long to these levels, but you need to take profit somewhere in the middle of the range. I would at least take profit in 3 different steps. The first one should be very quick, and then you can go for the next 2. Obviously it can go up to the monthly and higher, but this channel also is a good way of looking at the possible scenario that might happen. So this is our and then if it hits the top of the range within the time frame, then you can look for the reverse. You have the 618. Yeah, let's go on a daily chart. I remember I saw there was this monthly lining up with a 618. I'm not seeing it now again. Let's see what was the monthly level. We had this monthly as well. I don't know when did I remove that monthly. I will put this back. Yeah, let's just do that. Weekly, monthly. So you have a very good confluence around this region. So you can obviously do the opposite. You can go for a short. No financial advice again, but yeah, it's a bit your stop loss. Yeah, it's very hard to put a stop loss here. You have to either be very conservative or you have to be very wide. I will go for a wide one because there are enough confluences here. You have to look at the other factors of the volume at the same time, and then you can simply trade it to here and then back down to the other weekly or 618. Yeah. If you reclaim this, you obviously have to see that the price is struggling to go up here. Otherwise, there's just no point to shorting the up here. No financial advice. Okay, so yeah, these two setups on this Ethereum BTC chart. Let's go to Bitcoin. I haven't taken a look today on Bitcoin. I don't know why I have two values. Yeah, one of them is USDT, one of them is USD. So obviously yesterday we went through this and we had a analysis and the price rose how much today. Let's go and check this out. Yeah, it's 6-7% today, and then it slightly came back. Let's go into the medium time frame. So now we have local time frame. So still we are in the range. We are range bound. Okay, so let's just quickly hide the high time frame levels. We have this range going on in BTC, okay, and the midpoint of this range is around here. Currently we are at the midpoint. There are not so many good trades here to be had because we are literally in the middle of the channel. You have scalps, but there is, in terms of swing trades, there are not much going on because you want to take the trade on higher on top of the range to short, look for the shorts here and look for the longs on the basically lower end of the range. And this range, the highs and lows have been tested so much, so I personally look towards a break of the range because yeah, it's quite some time that we are in this range. And yeah, the high got tested a couple of times, 1 2 3 yeah, it's, if I say that, just one, then 1 2 3 times, and then you had just slightly try 1 2 3 4 5 times on the lower side, and it didn't break. So if we come up, I don't know, I just personally think this time it will break, but I won't trade off of that. Okay, so that's a very important thing to know. I won't trade this breakout. Even if we go to 50k, I won't buy the breakout. I don't like breakout trading because look at here what happened. you wanted to trade the break of this high. It just got rejected, came back down. You wanted to break the low of this range, it got rejected, it came back up. You wanted to buy the breakout, it came back. You saw this time, like, look at this exactly. Like, let's just um, yeah, go back here. Let's say you see that and you say, oh, Bitcoin is breaking up. You see that, tested, and then came back, tested, and then it just didn't go through. And then here, and the market structure is like locally very uptrending. Everything looks nice, and then you just buy the breakout, and then you try to buy, and then you say, okay, let's buy here even like before it goes up, and then you know, let's see what happened then. So you come back and see that level again, and you see, wow, it just went back down, and everyone who bought here is trapped for a long period of time, like until you got back again to this area in like 18 days. If you could have kept your position without the fear of losing the range low, which was like 18%, and I'm sure a lot of people bought here and then sold here because they were afraid that this might break down. They lost 18% if they didn't use any leverage. Probably if someone took like 6x 5x leverage, they are likely to be liquidated, and I'm sure a lot of people are playing this with high leverage. So simply we are in a range. Yeah, we are slightly above the middle of the range. You can check it yourself. You can create and see what's the 0.5 of the range. So we can look to the upside. Let's see what are the levels. We have a weekly level here, we have another one, and we have a support here at 34k. For me this is a yeah, locally it looks bullish, it looks good. Yeah, let's see what else do we have. We have the VWAP coming in. The volume is a bit tapering down, it's not in the favor, so generally I would be cautious here. I won't I expect it to come up, but I would be more cautious and might come back and lose this weekly, and then it's just it can come back down to the low of the range or even lose it. But yeah, if it rose, then you have some good levels. So if it goes up, then the ETH pair also goes up, then you can expect the ETH USD also to go up. So let's go. I hope it makes sense for you till now. Let's do the same things that we did on the ETH pair. Here we have much less data, but it's fine, it's enough for us. This is a Bybit ETH USD chart. I will put this monthly level here. We have another monthly down here. Weekly up here. A weekly very close to that. I want to put that one. Yeah, this is very similar to the ETH BTC price action, a bit more aggressive. We have a weekly here. We have another one. I will check them. So you have another range going on here, but it can be a range. It looks more to be like a range than break. So let's go to a daily time frame and see what happened on Ethereum. So yeah, it's go to 3 day chart. If we simply put them under the high time frame levels and hide them for now. So you see we go on the logger scale, we had like this up move from $85 on March on the COVID drop, and then we went back to 4,200 something, 341. So this was a rise of almost 5,000%. Massive, crazy upside move. If we take it's just, let's see where we are in this. I go and take this down. Obviously I have to, on this scale, I like to see it like that. So you see that we exactly bounced to the absolute dollar. That's crazy. We bounced off of the 236. Like you see that it's 1,733, and then this bounce, the low is 1,728. So it's just $5 difference with this 236 of the log scale fib retracement from the low of the COVID. And then we had a swing failure of this low, we came back up. For me, if we get acceptance below this, then you can easily look for this one. But until we are here, I don't really necessarily need to look on the other potentials of seeing what is coming back. So we can check the other one without log scale, and then I put this on auto, see what's going on. Exactly to the 618. You see how how perfect this drop was. It came exactly to the 618 and to the 236 of the overall log scale fib. Now we have a nice bounce of 30%, slightly more. I will keep both of them actually. So we have this fib retracement. I will do the other one again. And this is the log scale. So these are our high time frame fibs. Amazing. Let's see, what do we have if we flip the head around. So if we keep this area, we didn't touch the 618, we hit the 0.5, and then we got rejected for another swing failure of this low, and now we are on our way to get acceptance above this 236. So this close is very important. The close above this is very important, because if we come back and lose this weekly, If we lose, it might get a retest. If we lose this, then obviously it can go lower. Okay. Yeah, well, I want it's a more long time frame thing, so it's just a weekly or even weekly close, or even we can say a monthly close, and we are very close to the end of the month as well. Okay, so yeah, it has a potential to go up, to be fair. So very close to the same thing. You have a trend line here as well, I feel. Let's just put this and see if we take that. So generally don't like these trend lines because you can draw them in 10 different ways and you might be just I just don't like. The channel is totally useless. So this was a channel before. Okay. I have to see, it was a midpoint back down, midpoint back down, acceptance above, go to top, come back down, rejected in the midpoint, come back down, close inside, go above, reject on the monthly level, and then simply here lose the level. So it can obviously come back here. If it reclaims monthly, it can go up to the midpoint again. But I don't really want to do my trading decisions based on that fee. So what I'm simply looking here, let's see what is the daily levels as well. Let's mark out some daily levels. Let's go slightly into this range. So for me, if I want to these are the higher time frame levels, so if I want to simply use them again, which one will I use? So again, let me mark out this monthly. We have weekly here. Yeah, this one I'm just doing it separately because I want to have it in a different folder and just look at the very close price action. That's not really useful. This seems to be a very important level here. So yeah, this is a key level in a local range. So you see that we went up, we came back, it couldn't close below this level, it came back up, hit this one, and then it went to the monthly, came back and then hit the monthly again, hit this level, again up, lose this level. When it lost the level, it again hit that one again as a resistance, then again try that again. Let's just go back down in a 4-hour chart. You see how this level is being respected to the absolute almost dollar. You had how many touches? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can I mean the reclaim of this then probably gives you another long, but this is a resistance for now. And let's see, what is it aligned? You see how it's aligned with a local Fibonacci resistance, these two. So for me, so this is obviously a short zone. I won't long around here unless we reclaim this level, which means that if you do that, then you do that, and then you strongly keep this level, then I will buy and look forward to this monthly. Okay, but the more probable scenario is that we come back high, we get this high, we make people bullish when they bought, and then even slightly go higher, and then it does that, and then it loses the level, then it goes back down to this weekly level, even maybe a bit lower, and then it does that maybe the next time it get that, and then go back to the monthly level. So for me, this is the first time I look for shorts around here. I don't trade. I don't really like to buy here for now. I don't personally like to buy here because I feel like it will lose the level, and then if you test it again as a resistance, it can come back down because you are in a heavy resistance zone and you have a key level. You have at least, you can come back to this level, which can give you, of course you can, like it's just a 7-8% move, then you can go back to this. I didn't do the exact one. Yeah, you can go back to this CC. Obviously I just have to manage this. You can do that and then come back up. Okay, so you have this option. I personally look for a day trade here. It depends how the reaction is. If it starts keeping basically all of these, if it starts to keep this as a support, if it flips it as a support, then simply you look for the next level, and then if you do that, then the next level. But generally I'm more interested in a short for a day trade. So I mean, when I mean day trade, it means that you take profit very quickly, around like 2% mark, or on a good point of control, or on a volume range. So you can just see what is going on. So if you have a high volume node or something, so around here, around this weekly region is a good take profit. You're doing this, yeah, this is a good range, take profit, and then look for another one. And yeah, simply if you felt that the volume is high, close the position or even look for lower. Or otherwise, if you reclaimed this weekly, you can obviously have another long, but that one, I don't know how much confluence it has. Simply you can have your plan. For me, it's not a massive trade here. You of course have this higher volume node, which can line up with your CC, your golden basic ratio. It all obviously depends how long this comes up. If we do that, if we just do that and come back down, so I simply look for a, let's just remove that. So my plan for now is a short here, but it's a very low time frame level, and I will only take it if we see a swing failure of this section. So because this is a very important, if we just reclaim that, if we go up on this level and then make everyone bullish, and you obviously have your value area. Yeah, so it's a very strong level. So you might make people bullish here, they might buy, and a bigger trader might fill in the short position, and then you just dump down back like 15-20%, or at least like 7%, until you come back and reclaim this, or you come back or lose this. So I personally just not really interested to long this unless you see high volume is supporting this, and trades here, gets acceptance, the open interest increases, you see that it can go up higher, then you can you can buy and look for higher, and then take profit here, and take profit up here. That's what I'm looking for. So again, to recap, I'm mostly interested in a short time frame short. I will take it only if we see a swing failure or simply a failed auction. Different things, but look the same. Obviously you need to watch for the volume to understand which one is happening. If it comes up and no one is supporting, no one is buying, and it goes back down and tests that, then when it's the time that you enter your trade, it's a failed auction. Or if it goes up with a high volume and then you see it comes back down quickly, then there are a lot of trap traders, and then you can squeeze the longs to go down and make them scared for closing their positions. So you look for shorts if it happens with high volume and it's just an explosive rise and make everyone gets bullish, and there are enough volume. Then the open interest rises here a lot, then it's obviously a good place for the bigger time frame trader to short. And the other one, obviously have two long setups. You have another one here. Yes, you might be confused slightly, but it is for me it's like if I want to take this trade, if I'm forced to take one trade, if I out of these 2-3 trades that I told you, I just will take the short and just ride it down till here or till here, depends on how much it goes. This is just my least favorite one, but you have to look for the volume. Personally, I'm not interested into that, but it's a scenario because the Bitcoin looks bullish and it might happen. I just will adapt to that. When you see the volume coming supporting this price, then it's just not a bad buying opportunity. If you see that CC is basically reclaimed above this like 2320, then you can even buy it slightly higher and then look for the point of control and then this area. So you have to kind of get acceptance into this area. So you currently got rejected exactly here. So The other one is this setup, which is again, there are not enough confluences here. Let's just look at the high time frame levels again. Yeah, there is not much going on here. So what is the low of the range? You have the higher level FIB levels we're supporting down here, 236 and on the logger scale, and 6.8 on the normal scale. From, yeah, it's a very high time frame support. So it is still a range, so it's a lower end of the range, but this part, not here. That's why I'm not very keen about this one. And obviously you have to still wait and see what is the higher end of this high. Then you will be able to find out where's the golden ratio. If it makes sense for you to trade, then you can simply lower the volume range and see, okay, if there is any volume in this section to support to support your idea, you can simply do that. Or it's just not my favorite trade, to be honest. Maybe on this 76A, that's not my favorite. I will just look for the lower or even the break of that. But this short is something that might come up soon. If it doesn't come up, obviously it can simply come back down from here. Do I care about that? Absolutely not. I will wait for my perfect setup to come, and I won't basically get FOMO, get stressed, be bored and just take a trade out of boredom. So I will simply wait for the best opportunities to come. I know what's going on the BTC pair, so I know it's more likely for this to go up based on that. So if we reclaim this local range, it might go up, and then here is a short opportunity, here is a long opportunity. But if you see just a fake out there, then you might get this short and write it down. But this is a range. You have a high of the range, you have the low of the range, and this is the midpoint of the range. The best trades are on top, at the bottom, and this is a day trader's zone. That's it for today. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you found this educational, very helpful. Again, no financial advice on this video. If you take any decision based off of my analysis, you are the only person responsible for that. I'm just here to give you my ideas, my opinions. No financial advice. Do your own research, and do it responsibly. Thank you so much, guys. If you enjoyed it, please subscribe to the channel. I will come up with much better trading analyses, different content. I will try to create other tutorials to help you a lot. And obviously, if you like it, if you put the comment, if you have any questions, I will get more motivated to create more content for you guys. If you made it till this far, I really appreciate and thank you so much. With that, I will put an end to this video. Thank you so much. See you soon. Bye.